Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series B as I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so excited for this. It's a little bit ridiculous, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is absolutely the case today. This particular item, I had in fact been on the lookout for like probably a month at least. So there's another reviewer, guy who I follow sometimes, goes by Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews. Really enjoy his stuff. It's basically the exact opposite of what mine is, because mine is very yammering and just blah, 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 blah. His is very straightforward and to the point, you know. I always like to, when people criticize my yammering, I always like to send them his way, because I'm like, if you're not, my thing isn't your thing, probably like his stuff. But he reviews a lot of energy drink stuff, and so I'd seen this one as a review on his channel at one point, and I was like, yes, okay, I need to look for that. And then I just couldn't find it anywhere. But, what is it? Why am I so excited? Well, folks, it happens to be from Boom C4, but it's not just any C4. It's popsicle flavored, but not just any popsicle flavor. It's Hawaiian pineapple popsicle flavor. Yay! Folks, if you watch the channel long enough, you know how much I love pineapple. I love pineapple so much, I have a playlist called the Pineapple Playlist, which is just my pineapple-related reviews. This is absolutely going to end up on there. I need this to be good. Please be good. All right, but let's get a thing for the thing. Can we get a thing for the thing? Maybe it'll be better over here with the lighting. Maybe something. That's the ticket. Ha 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 ha! Let's give it a go. I appreciate, by the way, when people comment to the effect that they enjoy my maniacal laugh that I do when I go over there and do my little thing for the thing. I like it. Ooh, it smells pineapple-y. I don't know why I suddenly became some sort of pirate. Yeah. Mixed emotions on this one. I like the pineapple flavor. That's like a proper artificial it's weird to say. It's like a proper artificial pineapple flavor, though. And what I mean by that is, it kind of reminds me of like the pineapple flavor that a lot of pineapple sodas use, which is not a bad thing for me. Some people don't like artificial pineapple. I'm perfectly fine with it. So much so, by the way, I have done numerous pineapple soda reviews. Go watch those videos. But, yeah, so I like that part of it. Like, and there's no, like, funky taste, no, like, chemically taste or anything like that. I was like, all right, cool. Then the zero sugar part hit in. Now, I am not, and I've mentioned this plenty of times, I'm not a big fan of the zero sugar flavor. Because, you know, yeah, it's zero sugar, and oh, by the way, it's enhanced endurance, NEC certified sport, 200 milligrams of caffeine, all that good stuff. Thing is, yeah, okay, it's zero sugar, but you're sweetening it with something. And in this case, it is caffeine, sucralose. Yeah, so it's sucralose. And, you know, look, at the end of the day, if you switch out sugar, it's going to go over there and change the flavor profile. There's no two ways about it. And unfortunately, we're just not at the point yet where we've found like a suitable sugar substitute that does the job and is hopefully, you know, free of any potential issues or anything like side effects, what have you. We just have these other things and then we try to mask that. This does that, but not to the extent that I was hoping it would. Because as you get about halfway through the drinking experience, that's when that zero sugar flavor kind of creeps in, and it's like, no, you're ruining the pineapple. Yeah. Yeah. It's like an almost, the problem is that against the sweetness of the pineapple, which is just, it's the most delicious fruit there is, it's so evident, you know? That's part of the reason why I think a lot of times when energy drinks do the zero sugar thing, they use flavors that already have like a tartness to them so that, it kind of helps mask that, it sort of blends a little bit better. But pineapple is so sweet. It, does have its own type of tartness, but it's such a sweet flavor that zero sugar, even though it's not that egregious, it just stands out like a sore fucking thumb, and it's just like, I'm gonna ruin this really nice tasting thing for you. As for the popsicle aspect of it, I don't know. I don't know that I would say that it tastes particularly like a popsicle, but at the same time, I don't know when the last time I had popsicle was, if I'm honest with you. I used to occasionally get those, the freezer pops, the ones that are in the long tube thing. I used to keep those in my freezer, and, especially during the summer, they'd be nice to have every now and again. But, like, just straight popsicles, I don't know, man. But the initial taste has a nice pineapple aspect to it. And it's nice in that it's not just sweet. It does manage to capture some of the tanginess of the pineapple. And that's part of what makes pineapple so wonderful, is that it's sweet, but it's also got a little tanginess. So you got those contrasting flavors. Problem is, like I said, once that zero sugar flavor kicks in, it really screws up the experience. And it lingers, too. Like, it starts in the middle, and even well past the point when the pineapple's done, it is still lingering on the tongue. That is a damn shame. That is a damn shame, because otherwise, I am all for this. Like, I love that pineapple flavor. Like, that's amongst the best pineapple flavors I've had in an energy drink. Save for, like, maybe, like, the white pineapple from Monster. That's still probably, the pinnacle. But it comes so close. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? On occasion, and sure. Like, even though I really don't like that zero sugar flavor, and I do think it really does kind of spoil the experience to some extent, the fact of the matter is that initial pineapple hit is so favorable for me. I'm still kind of willing to overlook it. But only to an extent. At the end of the day, if I wanted a pineapple energy drink, I do have other options. Like I said, there's the white pineapple from Monster. There's also Monster Gold, which is, another pineapple one. This one, I wish that zero sugar aspect was more contained. I think if that had been the case, it would have, at the very least, it would have beaten out Monster Ultra Gold. I think that could have been doable. Maybe not the white pineapple, that I think is always going to be that precipice, but I could still see grabbing this every now and again, though, just because, damn it, I like pineapple that much, and I do like the flavor the pineapple it gives, but it wouldn't be a go-to because, that zero sugar flavor, it's too prominent. By that same token, if I'm recommending it, I'm not going to give it like a crazy recommendation as much as I would like to, just because if you're somebody who you don't care about the zero sugar aspect of it, then there you go. You're already good. But if you're like me where, you really, I mean, look, man, I don't give a shit about the zero sugar stuff. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I think it's great, and I think it's awesome that we're getting better and better at working with it. I really do think in a few years' time, we'll pretty much be where we need to be with that stuff, and it won't be, getting in the way of the flavor. But until we get to that point, I still have to deal with that shit. And at the end of the day, man, it's just, I don't know. I don't know about that. So, again, I'm not going to give it like a full endorsement, but there is something to it. And if you're a bit of a pineapple whore like me, it's still probably worth the go. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of months, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly pineapple-tastic rest of your life. Because whenever it's pineapple, it's always pineapple-tastic. Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. Not there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there, at least try. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try yourself out some C4 Popsicle Hawaiian pineapple flavor energy drink, as I've done here today. And maybe like me, you're going to be like, man, that was pretty dang good, but it could be so much better, and we got to make this happen. So then you go over there and you get in touch with me through the comments section and stuff, and you're just like, look, man, we gotta right this wrong. We have to go over there and we have to, prevent this injustice. I'm like, all right, so how do we do it? So we go over there and we get like a time machine thing going, it's like it's a whole thing. And then, we're just, all right, we'll just go back in time, as you do. And we'll go over there and we'll talk to the C4 people and be like, no, make a better energy drink. But then it'll turn out that Lavos is there and he's behind the whole thing. And if you know what I'm talking about with Lavos, you are my people. And then it's like, all right, well, now we got to fight Lavos, but, we don't have the Masamune, we don't have a robot yet. I mean, this is going to take some doing. So, it's a whole thing, and then, but we're going to get it done. All right, that's the end of the day. We're going to get it done. And then we're going to go over there, and once we're done, we're going to put out a sequel that is extremely divisive, despite the fact that I personally love it even more than the first game. I'm just saying. Bye.